Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, let's see another example on cosets. So let's consider the group to be the dihedral group, which is a group of symmetries. It has order 4 and we know it has order 8 and it has all the elements 8 as R0, rotation about 0 degree in anti-clockwise direction, R90, R180, R270, rotation about 90, 180, 270 degrees in anti-clockwise direction. Then we have horizontal reflection, then we have vertical reflection, then we have diagonal reflection, then we have other diagonal reflection of a particular square. This thing we already know. Now for this group here, we can have a subgroup. Let's denote that by K. This subgroup has the elements R0 and the element R180. So we are taking this particular subgroup and we are calling it by K. Now we wanted to calculate or write down all the left cosets of this subgroup K in D4. So we can have 8 such cosets. Why? Because there are 8 elements present in our group, and for each group element we may have a different coset. So let's list down all the cosets here. So for the first element R0 into K, what would it be? R0 is basically the identity element of D4. You know that? So therefore R0, when you multiply with each of the elements of K, would give you again the same elements, and that would just be your K. So therefore in this case the coset R0K is K only. Right? The first one is clear. Next, for the second element here, R90, we have the composition of R90 with K. So we have the composition of R90 with R0 and R90 with R180. So you see R90 with R0, what is this? This is just R90, right? And then we have R90 with R180. So basically we have, suppose this square 1, 2, 3 and 4. When we rotate it by 90 degree, 180 degree first, so this would come here, this would come here, this would come here, and this would go there. So what do we have? We have 1 here, 2 here, 3 here and 4 here. Now again we are giving it a 90 degree shift. So this would go there, this would go there, this would go there, and this would go there. So what do we have here? We have 2 here, 3 here, 4 here and 1 here. So what is this? This is a 270 degree rotation. So the answer is 270. If you are confusing with this calculation, you can just go to the Calais table of this D4 and then see what is the composition of R90 with R180. The answer would be R270, right? Next, when we compose R180 with the subgroup K, in this case we have R180 with R0 and R180 with R180, right? R180 composition with the elements of K. So you see R180 into R0 is R180 and R180 with R180 is R0 only, right? So this is what? This is your, again, the subgroup K. So this is known to us. Similarly, we can calculate R270 of K, right? So it would be R270 into R0, R270 into R180. So it would be R270, R90. So what is this? You see, this subgroup is equal to this subgroup. So therefore we have this to be R90 times K. Correct? Next we have HK. So H into R0 and we have H into R180. So we have now H into R0 is H only and H into R180. You can check the Calais table for this one. It is equal to V, right? So the value here is equal to V. So let me show you in the Calais table also. We were looking for this H into R180. So the answer was this R90 and this is what was our answer. So let's go back to our calculations. So in a similar manner, we can perform all the calculations here. This is V, right? And so similarly you have Vk. This is again the same as this. So this is your Hk only. Again Dk is Dd dash and D dash K is D dash D, which is Dk. So now you have all the 8 cosets here of the subgroup K in the group D4, right? So in this case, note that we have already seen that in this thing here, that d dash k is equal to dk. So these two cosets, they are equal to each other. However, the elements d and d dash, they are not equal to each other. They give us different representations of the square. So in general, we may say the element AH, that may be this may not be the same as BH, even though A and B, they are different. Or we can also say both of them can be same even if the elements A and B, they are not equal to each other, right? So I hope you understood this example well. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching.